How will climate change transform London in the next 100 years, you might ask? Well, the climate clock is ticking, and the impacts are becoming increasingly evident. As we stand today, our global cities, including London, are on the brink of significant transformations. In the next 10 years, London is expected to grapple with increased heat waves. These heat waves will not only raise temperatures, but raise concerns too, as they lead to heat-related deaths and infrastructure failures. As the climate clock ticks, London's landscape is set to change drastically. Imagine London in 20 years, more parched than ever before, a time where droughts are no longer an anomaly, but an expected occurrence. Water, our most essential resource, becoming scarce as the city's supply dwindles. The ripple effects of these dry decades will be felt across all sectors. The economy will face challenges as industries reliant on water struggle to keep afloat. Education, too, will be impacted as schools grapple with providing adequate water for their students. But it's not all doom and gloom. The human capacity for innovation is remarkable, and solutions are already being explored. From water-saving technologies to more efficient use of existing resources, we're gearing up for a future where we make every drop count. Water, a vital resource, might become a luxury in 2 decades. From droughts to deluges, London's weather is set to swing to extremes. As the decades roll on, the city of Big Ben is predicted to see an increase in flooding due to heavy rains. With this surge in water comes the potential to disrupt public transport, inundate hospitals, and submerge schools. Now, more than ever, there's a pressing need for effective flood management strategies and innovative urban planning. As we look towards the future, it's clear that these aren't just puddles on the pavement, but signs of a shifting climate. As the clouds gather, London must prepare for a wetter world. In half a century, London could be fighting a rising tide. Climate change doesn't play favorites, and even this historic city will feel the bite of the sea. Imagine the Thames Barrier, that steadfast guardian against the waters, under threat. It's not just about landmarks, though. Rising sea levels can lead to significant shifts in our daily lives. Expect changes in food prices as supply chains are disrupted. Even our diets may transform, adapting to the new reality. The rising tide waits for no city, and London is no exception. In a century, London could face an unprecedented political and social upheaval. As we venture into the unknown, the impacts of climate change are predicted to be so drastic they could reshape the very fabric of society. The threat to our infrastructure, economy, and everyday life is not to be underestimated. These challenges could provoke a significant shift in our political landscape, as governments grapple with the practical and ethical dilemmas posed by climate change. Imagine a London where the once familiar has been replaced by the unfamiliar. The London of the future might be unrecognizable to us today. So, what does the future hold for London? As we've seen, the next century poses significant challenges. Heat waves, droughts, floods, and rising sea levels are expected to intensify, impacting everything from infrastructure to public health and beyond. These transformations won't happen overnight, but their cumulative effect over the decades will be profound. It underscores the urgency of proactive measures today to mitigate the effects of climate change. Remember, climate change is not just a distant threat. It's a present reality, and the time to act is now.